the Come On In Sports Network.
NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. Welcome to As the NFL Turns, baby, week 9. We're getting you ready here on the Come On In Sports Network. We want to thank you all for joining us today. Your boy Dolph's not solo. My brother's in the building and my sister. They're about to come on in. This man needs no introduction. He's one of the best play-by-play narratives and analysts on all the social media, baby. He's the host of Uneducated Sports Talk, the one and only Mr. Carlos Jones, and the star of the show, PJ. What's going on, family?
She said, "What's up, y'all?" Hey, it's always good to be back, y'all. Thank y'all for showing love, man. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, with the homegirl PJ of Uneducated Sports Talk. This is sponsored by the Come On In Sports Network as the NFL turns. Dolph, how you feeling today, brother?
Man, I'm actually feeling good, bro. Excited about today, man. Some good matchups. And, hey, the game of the day, man. The game of the day. You know, we going to touch on it later, man. But, hey,
Yes, sir.
all of a sudden, they're back.
I'm telling you, gotta
They're
watch
back.
out. You gotta watch out.
You gotta watch them.
Just when you thought they were down and out, and yeah, let's move on to the next team. Oh, they're back, man.
They're
Their
back,
ugly heads.
man. And listen, everybody better pay attention, man, as they are back. And you know who we talking about. But we gonna touch on that later, man. But before we get started, man, we got some news, man. We had this trade that went down last night, man. So what's your thoughts about Jock going from the Ravens to the Eagles?
Well, it let me know the Ravens didn't have any. They didn't want anything with Jair Alexander. As he's been there, he has been what they were expecting, what they were hoping. But the Eagles say, you know what? We need one desperately. We'll go ahead
Right.
and take him off your hands for you. We saw the Ravens over the last, this whole entire year. They've been kind of ranked at the bottom of the mix on defense. Alexander is one of those guys getting burnt left and right. Maybe his better days are behind him, but the Eagles feel like they can still use a guy like Alexander on their squad. So hey, um, maybe a fresh scenery for Jair Alexander to get back right. We'll find out. But the Eagles were in desperate mode to get a cornerback, and they got him in Alexander, who just like 2 years ago was like one of the
Right.
best in the game. So maybe he just
Understand.
needs a new change for him, and then we'll see how it works out for both teams. But it tells you for basically a 7th round to 6th round swap, pretty much.
Right.
It was like, yeah, they didn't really care about Alexander in Baltimore, and they said, yeah, you can have him, pretty much. So I think both teams got the dub,
Right. All right, man. Look, let's get to it. First of all, again, thank everybody for being here. Hey, this is not just about Carlos, PJ, and myself. This is about you. This is a fan-friendly show. It's all about you, the fans. So we need y'all to chime in the chat as you're coming on in. We thank you all for being here with us. And listen, we at the Come On In Sports Network, man, before I even get started, once again, we want to send a shout out, man, to Playback TV, man. We're in a partnership now with Playback TV, Come On In Sports Network, where you will find Uneducated Sports Talk, Come On In Sports Network, Real Fan Sports. We are branching out, man, and we're excited about that partnership with Playback TV. So we're asking everybody, man, come on and join us, man. Playback TV, your home for live sports. That's right. Like today, if you don't have the Red Zone and you want to watch the Red Zone channel, free with your favorite podcast host, analyst, media personality, all you got to do is download that playback.tv/come on in sports network, and we got you covered here on the come on in Sports Network. Carlos, are you doing Red Zone today? Or are you doing a
I'm
particular game?
I'm nothing today. The
Just
World Series wore me out. So
man, what a game last night, man.
yeah, I didn't want to branch onto it too much, man. But that was probably the greatest Game 7 of any sport I've ever seen in my life.
That was
You know,
crazy.
it was awesome. Just the dramatics, the theatrics,
Right.
the scenario, man. Just the both teams played hard, and it's just one of those games you win and both teams will win. And
Right.
obviously, life goes. Someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose. Shout out
Yes,
to the
sir.
Dodgers, back-to-back champions, man.
Shout out to them, man. Great job by the Dodgers, man, as they bring it home. First team to do it since the 99 2000 Baltimore Ravens, if I'm not mistaken. I mean,
Uh,
New York Yankees. Talking about Ravens, man.
Talks
You
with
know?
Ravens, yeah. This is an NFL podcast, so I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. I get it. No, and the Yankees went three-peat that year. So are we talking three-peat for the Dodgers? Maybe they have a great
Man,
chance.
you never know, man.
They have
You
a great
never know.
chance.
You never know. It could be, Carlos. It could
Mm.
be. All right, family. Well, listen, here we go. Let's get into it. Carlos, first game up for us, man. The Chicago Bears taking on the Trey Hendrickson missing Cincinnati Bengals, man. What are you looking for in this game? What are some things that stand out to you in this contest?
Caleb Williams, you know, we saw him do it against Dallas per se, but it still wasn't a really like crazy, crazy great game for him. Can he be the reason the Bears win this game? See, the Bears fans were enjoying that 4-game winning streak, but they're saying one thing about it is we weren't winning because of Caleb Williams. We were winning because of our defense
And
and our
takeaways.
running game, DeAndre Swift. But they're saying, can we finally win a game with our number one overall pick in the draft a couple years ago? We want to win because of him. That's why we got him. And then I think that game last week was a test for them against Baltimore, and they failed. They failed. And now I'm saying you have this easy prey of a defense in Cincinnati, right? Albeit you're on the road, but can you go out there and put up major points? If the New York Jets, damn it, can do it, the Chicago Bears better be able to do it. And right now, I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say no. I think the Bengals find a way to win this game by just scoring a lot of points. Can the Bears keep up? I don't. The running game has to do it because it's clearly not going to be Caleb Williams. But give me Cincinnati and they shoot out. I think Cincinnati wins 35-31.
Right. And like you're saying, the Bears have been winning, but it really hasn't been because of Caleb Williams. Well, I think we're still waiting for Caleb Williams to take that next step. We're
Yeah.
still waiting for Caleb Williams to be the reason that the Bears are winning. We're still waiting for Caleb Williams to develop into that leader that the Bears need. He's playing good, he's playing okay football. I'm gonna say he's playing okay football. But again, he is not the reason that they're winning. And last week, would you say he was the reason they lost?
Yeah, I would say that because that was the first time. The reason why I picked the Ravens last week over the Bears was because it's their first time playing against a competent team.
Right,
You know, all that beating the Saints and the Raiders stuff is cool. Beat the people who you're better than. That's fine. But
right,
when you find someone that's up to par with you, now that lets me know where we at as a franchise currently. And then the Ravens pretty much beat them down. And because Caleb Williams did not give them that spark of energy from the quarterback position that they desperately need to win those kind of games, they're going to need that in today's game, because the Bengals are going to put up points. We know that. Can Chicago match that? And if they do, how? Is it via the running game or is it via Caleb Williams? The Bears franchise won it because of Caleb Williams. I'm like this, just win any means necessary right now, and we'll let the chips fall as they may. But this is also a huge test for the Bears. One, they are favored, but not by much though. Minus two and a
right.
half favorites to win this game. But it tells you how they feel about them in Cincinnati to be only minus two and a half. So give me I'm going with the Bengals, man. Put up some points. Old man Flacco.
Yeah, speaking of old man Flacco, hey, we know Joe. Even though we got out the pocket last week and tried to stretch it out, baby, we know we know that old man Joe, man. He that
Boy,
that's not his thing, man. And for the Bears, the one thing that all quarterbacks hate is pressure right up the middle.
mhm.
And that's where Jervon Dexter comes in. Right now, he has generated 12.9% pressure rate this season. By the way, that's the sixth highest of his career. And right now, excuse me, that's the highest of his career. And right now, that's the sixth highest among defensive tackles with at least 100 pass rushes this season. So the Bears are going to have to disrupt Joe Flacco in that passing offense. Last week, Jamal Chase was targeted 19 times last week. Caught 12 of those balls. T. Higgins had a touchdown. I believe 4 catches for 44 yards. Other than that touchdown, T was kind of quiet, and I
Yeah.
believe they're gonna have to start spreading that ball around.
Hey, I tell
For
you
T.
what,
Higgins only to get 4 targets, man.
42 targets the last 2 weeks. He's living in la la land as a receiver.
Yes, most definitely.
42 targets in 2 weeks is crazy.
42 targets and 2 weeks. All right, on you, Carlos. Let's go to the next one, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, we got an NFC North showdown. Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Detroit offered their bye week now, feeling good, feeling rested, and that does not spell good for the Vikings, in my opinion. Dolph, look, Minnesota also has a quarterback kind of controversy. I think they're going to start McCarthy today. I was told they're starting McCarthy today. No more Carson Wentz for now. And they're also looking for another quarterback, maybe a Kirk Cousins style, to come in there just in case. But right now, they got to have their sights on this Lions team that's well rested, and they're well ready to put some points on the board. I don't like McCarthy. I know how I felt about McCarthy. I don't even think O'Connell likes McCarthy now. Just over the last his first 3 games of his career. And we're gonna see how it goes. But I'm looking for the Lions to put up a bunch of points. They're at home, and they always do that in Ford Field. Give me Detroit to win this game and win this game easily against the Vikings, putting up some major points. I got Detroit putting at least 30 against Minnesota. Can they capitalize? Can they fight back? They don't have the firepower from the quarterback position to fight back against Detroit right now. The Detroit wins by 2 tutties, 30-16.
All right, and let's go with one of the most consistent quarterbacks in the National Football League since he's arrived in Motown. Jared Goff. Today we know he's going to be going against the Vikings, and we know the Vikings they really like the blitz. But right now, Jared Goff, he invites. He's one of the top rated quarterbacks when facing the blitz this season. Goff has passed for 235 times, 235 yards 3 times this season, including last week's 136 against the excuse me, no, I didn't got lost, y'all. Here we go. There we go. 3 times this season, most recently week 7 when he passed for 241, excuse me, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the season, he is averaging 233 yards a game. Golf has averaged 272 passing yards and a 110 passer rating when facing Minnesota. So he shows up against the Vikings, and he faces a Vikings defense that last week allowed 227 yards to Justin Herbert in week 7. So at home, I'm with you on this one, man. I see the Lions just racing past because I don't believe in JJ McCarthy. Other than that first game, and before he got hurt, and really, if you really go back and you look at that first game, he had that heroic comeback at the
Mhm.
latter stages to open the season. But after that, and before that, he looked awful, man.
Yeah, like he didn't belong.
Yeah, he looked like he just didn't belong. And I believe Carson Wentz was their best option at quarterback this season. And they better hope and pray JJ McCarthy grows into something. But
Mhm.
I don't see it happening, man. And as for the Vikings, not only would they have to deal with that explosive passing game for the Lions, they got to deal with that dynamic duel in that backfield with Gibbs and Montgomery.
I
Get
mean,
this, Carlos. Gibbs has rushed for 526 yards and 6 touchdowns this season. Montgomery 355 yards and 4 touchdowns this season. They're the only teammates this season to have at least 300 yards, and the only pair of running back teammates to each have 4 rushing touchdowns this season.
crazy. I mean, and they've been doing it. It reminds me of this is Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram, for the Saints back in the day, and they're playing just like that. And when I saw Kamara come out, when I saw Gibbs come out, I said that's Alvin Kamara. He looks like it. He plays like him. And then of course they added Montgomery with Gibbs, and Montgomery is basically your Mark Ingram style of running back, and they do it so well, and they're so complementary towards each other. And there's no egos. I like it. There's no egos.
Mhm.
If Montgomery has a great day, they love it. If Gibbs has a great day, they love it. If they both have a great day, they love it. As long as they're winning, they're fine with it. And of course, you add in obviously Jared Goff and Amon Ron St. Brown, and those guys are just clicking on all services right now. And you wouldn't tell from that first game of the year. It tells you the ebbs and flows of the NFL season. First game of the season against Green Bay, you thought, man, Detroit lost both their coordinators.
Right.
They're done. They're done. It wasn't Dan Campbell. It was their coordinators. Nah, now look at them, man, riding high. And yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Detroit, and I just can't fathom where Minnesota comes into Detroit and gets a W. I'm
Gets
going
the
Detroit.
W right. I don't see it either. I'm also so we're locking stepping now. We both are going with the Lions in this one. Carolina Panthers against the Green Bay Packers. Offhand, many would look at this and say, man, Packers all the way. The Carolina Panthers, Carlos, surprisingly, are a 500 team at 4-4. Last week, they played without their starting quarterback, Bryce Young, and you thought, well, they got the veteran Andy Dalton, who was serviceable last year, but he was horrible last week, and they missed Bryce Young. Bryce Young is supposed to be back today, and we don't know what team we're going to get here with the Packers. But I do know this: Carolina seems to play up to their competition. So I believe that today's game is going to be a really more competitive game than many think. Rico Dowdle is going to play a big part for Carolina. They're going to have to run the ball to slow down that pass rush of the Packers. Dowdle right now is averaging 5.7 yards a carry, which is third best in the NFL, only behind Jonathan Taylor and James Cooks. And that 5.7 yards a carry are also the second most by any player in the season in the history of the Carolina Panthers franchise. The leader, of course, being Cam Newton.
Mhm.
So I just believe they're gonna have to get that passing game, that running game going. Thus, open up play action. Then you can go to T Mac. You can get him going. Um, and I believe Bryce Young's gonna have to use his legs in his game too. He's gonna have to offset that pass rush of the Green Bay Packers.
Man, PJ said, "Hell no! Stop all that lighting them Panthers up." But she said, "What are we talking about?" No, all right, I got you, PJ. Yo, that's nice and all, Dolph. But the Panthers on the road and Packers at home, and the Packers are a different animal. And I think the Packers right now are finding their stride. And I think Jordan Love kind of got a monkey off his back when he straight up slayed his former master Aaron Rodgers in that primetime game. Oh, by the way, they're on the road where they've been struggling this year per se, even with a 5-1-1 record.
Right.
Packers, though, at home, they're a different animal. And if this game was vice versa, if it was Carolina at home, I would get what you're saying right now. But Carolina, even though they had their backup quarterback, ain't no way you should get beat the crap out of 40-3 by Buffalo last week, even with the backup quarterback. And I get it that Bryce Young is a bigger difference
Right.
to Andy Dalton, but I think they met Green Bay at the wrong time. That's how I'm feeling. I think Green Bay is on all cylinders right now, and they're back at home, and they're teeing off with that great D line they got. And Dotto, albeit he's having a remarkable season so far,
Right.
uh, got to get going this week because you want to slow down that Packers, not on their offense, but also that defense. You don't want to get in yourselves in third and long situations
Right.
on the
Exactly.
road. I got Green Bay. I'm not going to say I won't disrespect the Panthers and say hey, it won't be close because you never know. But what I saw last week from Carolina, and at least show me some fight. They
Right.
didn't show no fight, and that might be the QB. That might be Andy Dalton. I'm not quite sure. It might be
Might
Andy
be.
Dalton. But when you were riding high on you're 4-3, and the fan base is feeling you, and
Right.
you're geeked up, and Buffalo's coming to town, it's a great litmus test to see where we are at, right? And you shit the bed like that bad,
Man.
that all momentum you have from those that being above 500, it is gone now. And now you got the Packers at in Green Bay. I don't see where Carolina can win this game. They could probably make it close per
Mhm.
se, but I think they met Green Bay at the wrong time, man. I got Packers winning by 10. I'm gonna go Carolina. I'm gonna go Green Bay 31, Carolina 21.
And then on top of that, the Panthers defensively are going to have to deal with the highest passer rating quarterback to receiver duo in the NFL, and Jordan Love and tight end Tucker Kraft.
That's crazy how they're doing it too.
150 passer rating when he targets Kraft this season. That's insane, man.
And Kraft is
So,
doing a catch and run variety. He's
yes,
had 2 games now where he's gone just ballistic from the tight end position this year because of his catch and run ability. You know, and that's all of that's great play calling by
right.
their offensive coordinators and all that, and they're doing a great job of getting Kraft
Mhm.
open to where he can catch and run. Because we saw the stat last Sunday night, he had 150 some receiving yards, but he had like 130 after the catch. It's like,
Right,
yo, that's crazy work. So you're right, that's a great combination going on right now.
right. And so, but Carlos, sound alarms, sound alarms, call the police, baby.
Uh-oh.
I'm going with the Carolina Panthers in the upset of the day in Lambeau Field. I know it. BJ, I know you. You like, what's up with Dope, man? Don't trip it this morning. He must have some of Coach
Yeah,
Oatmeal.
Coach's oatmeal. He got Coach's oatmeal. She said.
Listen, I just think that Carolina will step up to the plate today and they will get a franchise altering win today in Lambeau Field. I'm going with the Panthers, so that means one thing. It's the first one of the day, baby. Oh, let's get it, baby. Panthers over the Packers.
We got some folks in the building right quick, y'all. Let's show some love, man. We got Hurricane Mike says, hey, what's up, Hurricane Mike?
What up, Mike? Come on
We
in.
got Young City Life Award said, what's on?
What's in?
What's on, baby? We got Anne Marie. Elizabeth Walowski says, good morning, Dolph, Carlos, and everyone.
Good morning, Annie.
Are the Patriots playing today? Yes, man. They play the Falcons. We'll get to that in just a moment. Got St. John Butler showing love. Says, fellas.
My guy. What's up, John? Come on in.
She said, go Patriots. All right. And then we got Dan McKeon showing love as well, man. Said my NFL Week 9 Sunday game picks. Y'all read it right there. Pause it. All right. And then here we go. Dan also his rest of his. And St. John said Bo picked off Panthers over Packers. Man, yeah. He on that oatmeal today.
Hey.
Big time.
Sometimes you got to stand on business, baby. You got
hey, St. John, it's got to be peaches and cream oatmeal. It got to be, man. It got to be the peaches and cream oatmeal.
Hey, peaches and cream.
Hey, all right, now, hold on now.
12,
it's a family show.
Yeah.
We know what that means.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to our next docket of games now. Denver Broncos on the road. Houston Texans. This one is very interesting, dog. Houston finally kind of got going, per se, against the 49ers. Now, Niners are banged up on defense. We understand Fred Warner's out for the year. So, if you see the Stroud, it was just good to see C.J. Stroud look very competent in the backfield, in the pocket, making great plays. And if you know about the Denver Broncos, they had that pretty much an easy test against the Dallas Cowboys, molly-whopping them 44-24 easily in that game, dominating. So both teams coming in feeling pretty good. I'm actually going to go with the Texans to get another win, back-to-back wins now at home. I picked them last week in San Francisco, and I feel like this is the time where they're going to finally stride. Nico Collins being out might have just been a blessing. And I'm not for Nico, but as far as for Stroud, because Nico is a really good wide receiver to where you saw Stroud kind of eyeing him a lot, forcing throws his way. Well, now he can kind of settle down and say, hey, whoever's open, I'm going to give it to you. And we saw a plethora of receivers last week for Houston get a bunch of catches. Even Xavier Hutchinson got a touchdown. And I was like, all right, that's a good sign that, he doesn't have to stress about giving my main receiver the ball. Let's just go out there and play ball. Broncos, when they play someone who is competent on defense, and both these defenses, by the way, are very competent. If you guys did not know, Houston is ranked number 1 in total point defense.
Yeah.
So they don't allow you to score points. And I think the Broncos are going to have a struggle in this game because outside of that Cowboys game, Bo Nix has not looked good at all this year, except for fourth quarter magic, right? So
Yes.
will we see some more of that? Maybe. But when you're playing in Houston with that defense, I'm going with an ugly ass game. Give me the Texans to win this one by a score of 20-17. I'm going with Houston to beat Denver.
Okay, so Carlos brought up a good point there. He said that the Texans have the number one scoring defense in the National Football League. They're 3-4. They're only giving up 14.7 points a game, and they only allow 266 total yards per game. They will be the first team since 1970, since the NFL AFL merger, to allow the fewest punts and total yards per game and have a losing record through the first 8 weeks of a season. And that's the problem with this team.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense. I don't know. They were struggling when they had Nico Collins. Is Nico back today?
I don't think so. I didn't look into it, but I don't think he is.
As I'm looking down at the injury report right now, they got him as unspecified with the concussion. So maybe it'll be a game. I don't know. I don't see anything updated yet. But I do know who's out on the other side. And it should help CJ Stroud and company as Patrick Surtain is out for this game. Reigning defensive player of the year with a pectoral. He is out. And I just think that I'm iffy because other than that Ravens game, what has this Texans offense really showed us this year? That they are highly inconsistent. They got a semblance of a running game last week, but that Denver defense is tough, man.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Broncos on the road, man. I think the Broncos prevail in this one.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a great test for Denver for their offense. If they can find any kind of offense in this game against this really good Texans defense and get a win out of it too, that'll let me know that Denver's for real, for real. You know, it feels like, look, the Dallas game, Dallas just sucks on defense all around. I mean, so that's not even something that you can kind of brag about, right? So now we're going to see a really good Texas defense. Can the Broncos contain them? We'll find out. But I'm going with Houston, so we're going to differ on that one, brother.
We ain't Lone Wolf it, dog.
I mean, we got Lone Wolf, just two of us. Okay, but you
three of us.
No, because you be wishy washy. Nope.
PJ, you kind of wishy washy.
You wishy washy, you don't count. No, we can't be lone wolfing it because it's two of us. But I'll lone wolf it, but you got lone wolf it too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for real, huh?
You know what I'm saying? We both got a lone wolf it. So it doesn't make any sense to lone wolf it. It's only two.
There we go. We'll go with that shit.
And no, Peter, you do not count because you pick whoever they want to, and then at the end of the game, like, oh, never mind, I'm going with the winning team. Man, don't do that. So, no. Her philosophy, who got the better record? Bronco got a better record. I'm pretty sure she's going with Denver. So, yeah.
Hey. Smart.
Let's keep it going, man. We got the Atlanta Falcons for you, Anne-Marie. Atlanta Falcons going into New England. Falcons got some issues. Is Penix playing, dog?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they saw Kirk Cousins. They're like, yeah, we had enough of that already. We're done. We're done with Kirk Cousins. And Penix isn't having a great year either, but Kirk Cousins is just a walking statue right now.
Right. So
he's a walking statue.
Penix is back today.
Okay, yeah, they figured. I think they said, well, let's go ahead and just try and put him on the back burner, and maybe Kirk Cousins gives it a spark. Right? That did not happen at all. They got mollywopped by the Dolphins. I mean, in Atlanta too. Did not see that coming. Got beat down. It was embarrassing if you're a Falcons fan. And now you're taking on the New England Patriots. Oh, I'm sorry, the first place in the AFC East. New England Patriots right now, 6-2.
On their name.
Yeah, put some respect on their name. I hate to say it, man, but they look good right now. I'm going with the Patriots to win this one at home. That defense flying around. Michael Penix in that offense. If Bijan Robinson doesn't have any kind of game, this team is lethargic on offense. They are. There is no explosiveness. There is no creativity with this offense at all. It is just Bijan Robinson making big plays, and that's it. If they're forced to pass the ball, which they will be forced to pass the ball in this game, in New England on the road, I don't see how Atlanta wins this game. Patriots, their defense has come back to life, and of course, Drake May. He is their quarterback for the future, and he is playing like that all year long. He's looked good. So I like his progression on a
Right.
week-to-week basis, and he's looking more like, hey, I'm getting more and more of the reins to the offense, and he's showing up and showing out. Give me the Patriots to win this one, and I think it will not be close. I'm going to go Patriots 27, Falcons 13.
27-13. Bijan Robinson. He's the forward player to have at least 500 rushing yards and 400 receiving yards in his team's first 7 games of the season. He joins Matt Forte and Hall of Famer Marshall Faulk, who did it twice in 1998 and 2000. Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to our brother Cowboy, host of Atlanta Falcons Fandemic, part of the Come On In Sports Network. Cowboy and Falcon Nation. What they say? What's their motto? Rise up. It has been ever since that Buffalo game. The week after they beat Buffalo, everybody was rising up. Black and red was proud, baby.
They were
But
geeked up.
since then, this is what, and I take my dislike away from him and my disdain being I'm a Saints fan. And speaking reality, they got talent over there. It's a talented team.
Yes.
If your team is talented and they keep underachieving, and there's one common factor which stands on the sideline each and every single Sunday, he might be the problem.
Mhm.
I think they need a new verse in Atlanta, bro. I do. They're too goddamn inconsistent. They got talent across the board. You got an all-world running back in Bijan. You got a talented top 15 wide receiver in London. You got a top 20 tight end in Pitts. You drafted 2 young kids that right now look like they're going to be studs for you. Your defense is playing good, but too inconsistent at quarterback play. Kirk Cousins came in. I just think Kirk Cousins don't want to be there. I think he's trying to play himself out of Atlanta. I think he tried to play himself out of Atlanta. You know?
Well, he did. He
Yeah.
did his job, man.
Yeah, he damn sure did. And
He did his job, bro.
But yeah, I think it's going to be tough. If this game was in Atlanta, I give him a chance. I probably would have went Falcons, but man, Drake May, 200 yards and 100 passer rating in each of his 7 games this season. He's the 5th player to do so in at least 7 consecutive games within the season, and he's in company with Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes, and Tom Brady. And by the way, family, all of those gentlemen I just mentioned won league MVP. The Patriots, I don't think this is a fluke. We saw this kid coming on last year, Carlos.
Yes, we did.
And now I think we're starting to see the maturation of this young man. And at one time, he was considered to be the number 1 overall selection coming into the draft. He fell to the Patriots, and they should be ecstatic. I'm going with the Patriots at home, that defense, and they have the better coach. So, and I believe that the Falcons just too inconsistent. Michael Penix, he's back today, but he was not lighting it up. He's still trying to find his footing in the NFL in his first full season starting. I'm going with the Patriots at home, and I'm kind of with you, man. I think it'll be like Patriots 27, Falcons 16.
Gotcha. Keep it rocking and rolling. We're going to San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Football Giants, man. And both these teams are coming off of L's from last week. But you kind of got a feel for New York, man. That game against Philadelphia, first of all, that loss against Denver was heartbreaking. We know about that one, the comeback by the Broncos. But then you go to Philadelphia, and Scatterbo was gone for the year with that ankle injury. I'm not going to use that excuse
Mm.
for the Giants because they're probably going to lose that game regardless. But when you see your fellow teammate who is such a big part of your attitude, of who you are,
Right.
and the fan base was enjoying them as well, and to be gone, that was tough to watch that, man.
Yeah, I
Uh,
felt for the
but
kid.
San Francisco, like, look, man, we lost Fred Warner for the year, so like, ain't no, this is the NFL. It happens all the time, bro. And look, I think is Brock Purdy playing in today's game? Is it
No,
Brock
it's
Purdy?
gonna be
Is
Mac. Mac who? Mac
who?
Jones.
Who? Mac Jones. All right, so yeah, Mac Jones is back. Well, look, I'm gonna go right this. I'm going. This is my upset today. I'm going with the New York Football Giants
Yeah.
at home to beat the San Francisco 49ers. Uh, Mac Jones, God bless his soul, he has been playing phenomenal this year. I feel like Kyle Shanahan can kind of plug and play anybody in his
Right.
system and they'll be good. But Mac Jones is playing injured. He's getting beat up. Now, this is the NFL, so there's no crying in the NFL per se or no whining, but he is
Right.
getting beat down, in my opinion. And it is tough to watch the last couple of games because he's soldier mentality. We know about that mentality. We've all done it in sports,
Right.
played through injuries. But it tells you how bad that turf toe is for Brock Purdy. Like
Yeah.
he's been limited in practice every damn week, and he's been throwing some, and he's been trying to get back in, but every week is like at the end. We'll take Mac Jones and his hurt knees right now over Brock Purdy's turf toe. It tells you how bad and how serious the injury is. But I'm gonna go with the Giants though. I think Jackson Dart, the kid has been playing phenomenal. I was wrong about him, and I'm proud to say I'm wrong about him. Kid has brought a lot of swag. He's brought a lot of heart. He's brought a lot of attitude. With Scalaboo, his teammate, they brought something to the Giants that they just didn't have the last couple of years, and it tells you the difference right now. Look, we saw Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson is a mid-tier, below mid-tier quarterback, right? And
Right
then
now.
Jackson Dart comes in there and basically upgrades his offense just from a spirituality standpoint. And that tells you where he is, and hopefully he can mature and progress like Drake May has done with the Patriots over the next couple of years. So we'll see. But give me the Giants. I feel like they've got some hope. They've got some hope, man. But you got to win this game to give you some kind of hope for the year and get on a kind of a run. That's the one thing they're missing is getting on a run. They haven't done that yet. They played some really good games and been close in games, but they lost those. And as far as San Francisco goes, I mean, Chris McCaffrey and who? Right? Are we talking
Yeah.
about Chris McCaffrey and Kendrick Bourne? McCaffrey and George Kittle? Because George Kittle
Right.
isn't the same George Kittle anymore. And then like who was the next guy, the next man up besides McCaffrey? McCaffrey's going to give you his usual 80 rushing and 70 receiving. But outside of that, can we get somebody else involved? I don't think that happens in New York. I'm going the Giants.
I'm with you. This is a game that I look at and I just think Jackson Dart landed in a perfect place for him. And the Giants got the kid, the quarterback that they needed. He just, to me, he fits. He has that moxie with him. He fits. He's already tied for the fourth most offensive touchdowns by a
Mhm.
Giants rookie since 1970, behind Saquon Barkley, Phil Simms, and the MVP candidate in Indianapolis, Daniel Jones. Right now, Dart has 12 offensive touchdowns since he became the starting quarterback in week 4. The kid's balling, man. He's a player. He's feisty as hell. He
Mhm.
kind of reminds me, like I said, he's a cross to me between Philip Rivers and Brett Favre, man. He's a gunslinger and he has that fire like Philip Rivers. But I'm with you, man. I'm going with the Giants in this one too, man.
Yeah, and I feel bad for San Francisco because they were clicking on all cylinders, man. But then, no, usually it's that one or two teams every year that the injury bug just bites you in the ass and it just doesn't stop. As a Saints fan, we've been there a few times as
Yeah.
well. It's like, yo, really? No, everyone, everyone is hurt, man. And the Niners are feeling that right now from offense and defensive standpoint. So I'm going to go with New York to win this game. If they want to have any kind of hope for the rest of the year, or even just a hell, I know the head coach Dable is really praying for, because as much as Dart came to a good situation, that situation is probably not going to involve the head coach and the GM if they
Right.
decide to decline for the rest of the year. We'll see how that goes.
All right. Next game up, man. A little luster was taken off this game by the Steelers falling flat on their face last week. But man, let's talk about the most disrespected 7-1 team in a long, long time, man. These team is 7-1, first in the AFC South. They're averaging 134 yards rushing. They're the top scoring offense in the National Football League. Have one of the better scoring defenses. Defense is only giving up 19.3 a game. So if your defense only gives up 20 points a game, you should win a lot of games. You should be in
Mhm.
position to win a lot of games. And that's what you have in the Indianapolis Colts. And you got a quarterback who has found himself in Indianapolis. He betted on himself. He looked around the landscape of the National Football League and said, where can I go to have a legitimate shot to become the starter? And also, where can I go where I can help elevate that team and that team likewise can help elevate me? All that led him to Indianapolis. Daniel Jones this season has a QB rating of 109.5. He's averaging 8.5 yards a attempt with a 71 completion percentage to go with 13 touchdowns and 3 intercepts. He has been the difference, one of the main differences for this team this season. 2,062 passing yards already, and it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt, excuse me, to have the NFL's leading rusher behind you in the
Mhm.
backfield and Jonathan Taylor, who is just, man, 850 yards already, Carlos.
Big facts, man.
I'm a,
Yo, I got him in my fantasy. I got him in the second
man,
round of fantasy this past year, and I'm reaping the benefits right now.
my goodness, man. 850 yards at the halfway part of the season.
And making it look easy. That's the crazy part. There's been no sweat with this team yet. And I want to see a game, and we have seen a game honestly when they played against the Cardinals. But even in
Right.
that game, it felt like they were never going to lose.
Yeah.
So this could be a team of destiny. This will be a huge test because the Colts are going in to Pittsburgh, and it's going to be on grass. And I always tell folks this, man. I had a conversation with a friend at my job a couple of days ago, and he's a Steelers fan. And he said, "Give me some hope, Carlos. Give me some hope right now for this particular game." I said, "Well, besides praying to God to make sure that Taylor has like one little knee nagging injury, he can't play for 1 week. That's fine. But outside of that, I said." The Colts have been playing on turf a lot this year, and they're playing the dome, so they're gonna
Right.
play on turf a lot. Um, so everyone's fast, and everyone can just get going, and it's fun. Well, when you go to that grass and it's outside, we all know the elements are just a little bit different. You go from wearing shoes to not wearing cleats,
Right.
and that right there is a mind difference right there. You're a little bit tad bit slower wearing cleats than just tennis shoes. It's how I feel. So that's another big thing for the Steelers' advantage. Can we see the Colts put up the same kind of yards and the numbers? And I get it. Pittsburgh's defense has just been ass this year over the last couple of games for sure. They've been very bad. But um, when you have it takes one. It just takes one turnover, one momentum shift to kind of put things in your favor in this particular game. Can the
Right.
Colts go out there and score 35, 40 points? Yes, they can.
Yes. Yes,
They
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 can.
can. I mean, they can. If you're the Steelers, you've got to man up right here, and you're at home and have those terrible towels going around. And I'm still going with the Colts though.
Yeah.
Until I see it, man, the Colts are playing at a crazy level. It's like this. I'm gonna tell you something, Dolph. They got it all. Obviously, they got a great O line. That's where it all
Yeah.
starts at. That O
Yeah.
line is awesome, and Daniel Jones is finally reaping those benefits of having a good O line because he didn't have one at all in New York. So when he's in
At
that
all.
pocket and there's no pass rush, and he can settle down, he can sling that bad boy, right? But like you said, it doesn't hurt to have arguably the best running back in the NFL right now. John Taylor's going crazy right now. He's
Crazy.
an MVP candidate, in my opinion. Should be the MVP right now.
I think he's the leader.
Because he is going off not only 3 or 4 games of a hat trick touchdown, but also 100 yards, and he can go off for 80 or for a long one anytime. He's that dynamic. But then on top of that, Dolph, when they're at 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and long, they've got guys who are big, tall, and strong. Tyler Warren has been a blessing. How did it drop to 14, Dolph? I have no idea. Because I had him as the 2nd best player in the entire draft. I had Abdul Carter at number 1, and I had Warren at number 2, and I was praying the Saints got him at 5, and we did not do that. Anyways, but Warren has been a blessing. He has been arguably the best rookie, him or T-Mac. You know, if you want to have apples to oranges, they both been playing very well this year. But then you have Michael Pittman, who's been quietly having a good year. But then Alec Pierce, if you haven't heard about the brother, they say white boys can't jump. This dude is this dude can jump. Alec Pierce he's a go-getter. It's 3rd and 8, dog. 3rd and 9. I saw 3rd and 17.
Right.
No BS. A 3rd and 17 last week. They said, you know what, F it. He's down there somewhere, chunked it up, and it basically boxed old buddy out, boxed him out, basketball style, and just jumped up and got it. And I'm like, even on a 3rd and 17, you can't stop this team because they have all those options. You know, it looks damn. I mean, Alec Pierce will have his stat line is always 2 catches, 53 yards. It's always that kind of stat line for Pierce because he just goes in there and catches the long ones. So there's no weakness. And of course, the Colts are fast on defense. They're a turnover. They love getting turnovers, man, and they love getting sacks. And that core from just a couple years ago was still there with Buckner and those guys. So I'm loving what the Colts are bringing in. Steelers, Aaron Rodgers and company. Offense looks lethargic, and we saw last week they can't get touchdowns. They'll drive and drive and drive, and somehow they'll always stop around the 33-yard line, and you got to go for the field goal. You know, and that happened 4 times against the Packers last week, and if you convert those touchdowns, you win that game. But all of them went for a field goal attempt, and you lose that game at the end. Aaron Rodgers is still playing very, very well, in my opinion, than what I thought he would play this year. So I'm very excited for that. And they've got to get going because we know about Pittsburgh and how Mike Tomlin is with his team. At one point, they're going to go through a struggle. How long? It is up to Pittsburgh. But if you're Cincinnati, if you're Baltimore, you have faith in this division. You have faith in this division because as long as Pittsburgh does their part and keep losing, all we got to do is keep putting up wins. You know, and the Ravens have won 2 in a row now, and Lamar Jackson's back. And Derrick Henry now is having a 100-yard rushing again. So we'll see how it goes. Give me the Colts to win this one. I'm hoping the Steelers keep it close, but I don't think it'll be that close. I think Colts win comfortable. I'm going to go to Colts. I'm going to say, give me 30-21 Indianapolis.
30-21 Indianapolis. Yeah, I don't see the Steelers winning this game. Steelers right now are averaging 25 points a game, but also giving up 25 a game. Only averaging 202 yards through the air right now. Tyler Warren is the leading rusher with 373 yards. DK Metcalf, big offseason addition so far this season. 5 touchdowns, 461 yards, 27 receptions on 43 targets. The second closest targeted player is tight end Jonnu Smith. They're going to need a big day from Metcalf and Jonnu Smith and Tyler Warren to win this game. But I don't think they'll be able to score enough because I don't believe the Steelers defense will be able to slow down this Indianapolis Colts team. It'll be like the Indianapolis 500. Colts win in Pittsburgh. And we hear the rumor and the noise gets even louder in Pittsburgh as they won't change. They want Mike Tomlin gone. And I lost today to the Colts and them falling to 4-4. That will only get louder. So yeah, I'm definitely going with the Colts in that one.
Let's go.
Do we have to do the next one?
Yeah, we do. Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans, man. We'll make it real quick though. We'll make it real. She's out with Dolph on that one.
Next 2. We gotta do the next 2.
Yeah, the next 2, right? Look, Chargers coming in there. Uh, Chargers got to look. They're 5-3, but I still don't like what they're bringing to the table. I just don't. It's something about Los Angeles. I can't put a button on it, man. We know about their quarterback and how good he could be. I don't. They're just a kind of team to me. They'll win this game though and go to 6-3. But when you tell me about Los Angeles from Week 1 against the Chiefs and Los Angeles now, the next time I play the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs roll them. I think the Chiefs roll them. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Tennessee Titans, though. Yeah, I'm with you, dog. This is Charter's gonna win this one, man. All right, PJ. Damn, she's like she in my ear, like get it over with, yo. All right, yeah. Hey, Charter's gonna win this one. Titans, as long as Los Angeles can run that football, because Vidal has had 2 out of the last 3 weeks. He's been amazing, over 100 yards rushing, and they found something with that. And as long as they can keep that same offense going in, Cam Ward and the Titans, they're done with it as an offense. The coach already fired. It's just been a bad year for them. And look, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy.
Be that guy.
Cam Ward ain't playing good. I mean, I know they lead the league in drops too, but that was like the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. The last about 4 or 5 weeks of the season, Cam Ward ain't look good. He is not. He is not, and he's just making some. I don't want to call him dumb plays, but it's like he's throwing the ball and it's rookie mistake. But I mean, when you throw the ball, it's supposed to go forward, right? Not backwards. He's done it 3 times now. In the last 3 weeks, he's done it 3 times. And he threw it, and it's not in his hands. Like, like what are we doing? What is that about, man? And I get it when you're the number 1 when you're number 1 pick, and you're going to the worst team.
Could have a thumb injury.
Yeah, could have a thumb injury. Could be. I don't know, but it's not on the injury report though. So, but he that's about 3 times like he's throwing the football. And they're all fumbles, dog. All fumbles, and in big time moments where you needed a first down or whatever. So, just not playing well. Titans offense is just a shell of itself. Ain't got nothing good going on with that offense. I don't like what I'm seeing from Tennessee. Chargers come out there and get the job done. As long as they play to their strength, run that football, and get first downs, convert third downs. Excuse me. Chargers should win this one pretty easily.
Right. And the 3-headed monster receiving core, led by the old man himself who's come back home, baby. The prodigal son returned, and Keenan Allen. And he leads the Chargers in receptions with 48 for 479 yards and 4 touchdowns. Ladd McConkey, one of the best young wideouts in the National Football League. He has 468 yards with 3 touchdowns this year. And former number 1 pick, Quentin Johnston, 407 yards and 5 touchdowns this season, but only 28 receptions on 46 targets. But he's making the most of it, man. And like you said, just a total. We know what's going on with the Nashville team, Tennessee. I mean, they're just rebuilding, man. And Cam Ward, young quarterback. They need some pieces.
That Nashville team.
Yeah, that Nashville team.
Damn.
My bad, man. Shout out to my brothers, Cat and Tyler, man. Die-hard Titans fans, man. They're frustrated as hell, baby. I say, man, y'all going to rebuild like us, baby. Join the party, baby. It's gonna be all right.
Party, man. Come join the party, baby.
Now, speaking of a game, I really don't want to talk. We ain't gonna spend much time on this one either. Rams win. There you go.
Rams win. Hey, well, we could talk about Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck getting his first career start.
It's a big day.
It is a big day, but against the wrong team. It's a big day. He's in the wrong situation. I don't like the situation at all. Hopefully he can fool us all. Hopefully he can make us look like fools. I tell you what, one good thing I see him, he's got some zip to his pass. He's got some zip. When he finds his target, he zips that bad boy in there. Does it get to the target or to the other team? That's out there. But hopefully he goes out there and has a good game. Look, Rattler did not. I don't care what no one says. Rattler didn't lose his position. It's just the fact that this is how the circle of life goes. You got a guy in the second round. You got to see what he's going. And we're trying to find any wrong reason to get him there. That Bucks game was just bad. But if you look at the stat line itself from Rattler, the stat line was like, stat line was good. But then you look at the interceptions, the fumble, that kind of stuff happens, man. You got to throw the guy in there. We had to find Tyler Shuck in there somehow. You don't get him to bench his ass for the whole entire year when you have a quarterback in Rattler that's not even proven himself either. So we'll see Tyler Shuck. But this Rams team, this is still my pick to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I love this team. Matt Stafford he's that dude. He's that good, that talented. I like what I see from Los Angeles, and they're at home. And Devontae Adams is finally home again. Thank God, because he was in quarterback purgatory for the longest, and now he's with Stafford, and they're balling right now. And then of course you got the running game with Kyle Williams, and that defense, that very young, talented defense with Verse over there and company. They are good. Oh man, I see Alvin Kamara is just basically here just to be here, because my man ain't getting no yards. He ain't getting nothing. He's gonna play this game, but he's been getting about maybe 30-something yards, 40-something yards total. It's just like, I love Kamara, and I'm glad he wants to be a Saint for life. But I'm just sad that there's greener pastures out there, my brother. Cam Jordan, he's done. He wants to be New Orleans. He's done. He know that. And then but like guys like Jamal Davis and Alvin Kamara, I'm like, yo, that window. I hate that the window's gone. And they didn't get anything. So that really hurts my heart. But long day for New Orleans. I think Los Angeles is going to win this one pretty easily. That's all we got to talk about. We're good. Oh, still too long? Well, I mean, got to give him something love, PJ. Damn.
Won't be a homer pick on this one, man. Listen, I'm glad Shuck's getting his shot. And unlike a lot of people, I'm glad it's coming against the Rams. It's the NFL. If you go be the man, you going to have to play teams like this.
Yeah.
You've already sat on the bench for 7 weeks, 8 weeks. All right. It's time to play now. Spencer Rattler had his opportunity. He has no one to blame but himself. That Chicago game, to me, I said it, that was the biggest game of his career. He went in there trying to prove something, and it bit him in the ass, and then he came back the next week, and he did the same thing against Chicago. You can't turn the ball over, man. He was a 5th-round pick who many think shouldn't even have. Many 5th-round picks don't get this opportunity in their NFL careers to start a game. You had over 13 starts in your NFL career. Despite the circumstances, you still only had 1 win. You were one of the lowest rated quarterbacks in the red zone. So you had something. It's a team game, but you do have something to do with that. Throwing behind wide open receivers, that was on Spencer Rattler. Like you said, 48 overall pick, highest drafted quarterback since 1971. You opened the door. You gave them the door to put Tyler in there. He's there for the rest of the season, and we need to see what this kid can do.
Yeah.
Love his potential. One thing that we all were talking about in the pre-draft process with him was sometimes those kooky ass plays he makes. When he just like everybody saw the play against Louisville when he just, what are you doing, bro? He kind of had one of the moments last week when he like twirled around and I don't know what the hell he was doing the ball. Look, look, punting is like Drew Brees said, man. Punting is not bad, man. It's okay to punt the ball, bro. Sometimes you got to know when a play is just over with. You just move on. But yeah, man, Rams to this one. I just hope the Saints fighting this and it's not an embarrassment, man.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that one, man. Let's keep it moving, Carlos.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Just don't get blown out, man.
Preston just talking about that.
I mean,
now, man. Go ahead, get off that. Man.
We got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, man.
I do this one too.
Yeah. We gotta do this one. We do.
Hey, what's really going on here?
I'm agreeing with Dolph. Come on, man. We got a show to talk about. Look, I agree though, because look, Raiders have just been bad. First of all, we can shout out some folks in the building though before we start talking heavily on this sorry ass game. We got JT in the building showing love. It's Blessings, Dolph, and Carlos.
What's up, JT?
Zach went to the wrong game, baby. Lord.
Nah, Zach at work today, baby.
Woo, he went to the wrong game last week, huh? Oh, that's depressing. I know that was depressing walking out that stadium.
I told him the best part was gonna be the pregame.
I also went to a game 2000 and I don't want to lie to you guys. 2018, the year that was Kamara, right? That draft class of Kamara.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't that 18?
17.
17? Okay,
Yeah.
we played the Bucks, and this before Kamara got us started. It was still Adrian Peterson. Um, and anyways, we got blown out by freaking Ryan Fitzpatrick. You remember that?
Bitch,
Ryan
man.
Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic,
Mhm.
man. I think it was the second game of the year or first game of the
Yeah.
year, and he put up Daniel 40 on us. And but we put up 30 something. It was still a shootout, right? So that's
Right.
not as depressing. With that loss, we still lost, and I was still upset, but it wasn't as depressing. This Bucks game, this beatdown we took, that's depressing because
Yeah.
we had nothing showing. So I'd rather go to a shootout loss than go to a beatdown loss any day. That's the point of the story.
Gotcha.
We got Jerry Porter Jr. showing love, man. He says, "Good
Uncle
morning."
Jerry.
Uncle Jerry in the building. Says JB, let's get it. And he said, don't bet on it, y'all. All right. Think I was showing love, man. He's showing love to everybody that's in the chat right now. Appreciate it. Uncle Jerry in
Most
the building.
definitely.
All right. So back to now. I try to stall for a little bit. Jaguars, Raiders,
Yeah.
bro. Dolph, what's
Hurt.
going on with Geno
I'm
Smith,
hurt.
man?
With who?
Geno Smith. What we doing?
He's reverted back to Geno Smith of the New York Jets. That's what's going on with Geno, man. And
What's going on Geno, man?
It's like, come on, man. Bill, you know what I'm saying? Pete brings you in. That Pete was the beginning of your resurrection as a quarterback. He puts this young franchise's hopes in your hands for you to steady the ship. And instead of being that leader and that person that each and every single Sunday, he knows, hey, my quarterback's going to at least give me a chance to be in the game, possibly win it. But damn, now you're back to the old Geno where it's like, damn, I just hope he don't help us lose the game.
Yo, for real.
And
It feels like that though.
Yeah, that's how it feels, and it's really disappointing, man. I mean, coming into this season, many had the AFC West as every team in the AFC West because of the coaching pedigree as being one of the top divisions in football, and every team in that division competing for a playoff spot, including the Raiders. But I think everybody really overrated the talent that Vegas has and the real problems that they have in Vegas. They have some problems there. No doubt about it. You got talent in Bowers, Genty. You got some nice pieces here on the outside. But right now the Raiders they're a hot mess at 2-5, man. And the Jaguars 4-3 kind of have come back to earth. Unfortunately, man, we will not see Travis Hunter for the remainder of the season. Disappointed about that. Him placed on injured reserve. But today in Vegas, man, I think the Jaguars are the better team. And I just think somewhere, Carlos, unfortunately for Raider Nation, unfortunately for the Black Hole, Geno's going to make that key. He's going to make that key mistake. Go throw that key intercept, man. That's going to cost the Raiders this game. And I'm going with Jacksonville, even though they have a quarterback who came in with all the pressure in the world on him and has, to many people, not even come close to living up to it. But yeah, I'm just going with the Jaguars. Right now, the Raiders I think the Raiders have a lot of problems, man.
Yeah.
That just have not come out. There are a lot of problems behind closed doors in Vegas.
Yeah, I think the Chip Kelly OC might be one and done as well. But as far as Jaguars go, yeah, you've got to win this game. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Las Vegas has no real home field advantage, so it won't be like the crowd is against you. It won't be that kind of game. If you're the Jaguars, go out there, man, run that ball with Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take care of business, man. And Hunter being out, I'm not gonna say is a good thing, but as far as it'll be less confusion on who's in, who's out. Play calls might be a little bit easier to come in. I'm trying to think of the positives for the Jaguars with that. And this team they've got the build over the last 3 years to make have a nice playoff push. And only 1 year that they made it happen, but the last couple years they have not. And I like this team, and they got to win this game. If you want to stay in this crazy tough ass AFC, you got to win games like this. Give me the Jaguars as well.
Yeah, and Travis Etienne has averaged 100, has 170 total yards before contact. That's 62 more yards than Derrick Henry and Jamil Gibbs, the other who trail him in that category. I believe Etienne's on pace to have a really good season. Again, I just don't see the Raiders getting it done. A must
Yeah.
win. A must win for the Jaguars. If they lose today to the Raiders, that thing can go downhill quickly, and we may be talking about Trevor Lawrence being finding a new home this offseason, which might not be a bad thing for him and the organization. It may be time for them to reset at that position.
And but I think also when you're the Jaguars, before you think about that, who's your replacement?
Because there ain't none in college football right now.
None. And now, and who you gonna get free agency to come over there?
Yeah.
Nobody. Nobody. I don't give them how cool Jacksonville is as a city. No one's going over there. So if you're the Jaguars, I'm fine with having Trevor Lawrence there. I think I can't get no. If I can't get no better, that's fine. But I can't get no worse either. One of those situations, and I don't want to have to lose because this is your best quarterback I think they've ever had. Honestly, besides you can talk. Mark Brunell was a beast for them for years, and what's the coordinator for the Bucks back in the Leftwich. But I think as far as your pure quarterback talent, Trevor Lawrence is the best they've ever had, in my opinion. You don't want to just let that guy go because he can go out there and show you if I'm with a real organization, this is how I look like. I don't want to take that chance about Jacksonville. Keep your quarterback and just try and build around him and see what happens. But yeah, you're right. You're right though. Could be. But if I'm Jacksonville, and Jacksonville isn't the smartest franchise, so they might just do that.
Yeah, man. All right.
We got Sunday Night Football.
Man, this game has lost its luster, man.
It has, man, because of Jayden Daniels and the injuries that Washington. Now Jayden Daniels is back, but once again McLaurin is back on the he's back injured again, so he won't be playing again. He came out last week, him and Debo, and they were both hurt just a week before that. So a lot of injuries for the Washington Commanders. Seattle, though, I want to see Seattle in this game because this is on the road.
Right.
Sam Darnold's been playing lights out. Jackson Smith and Jigba has been playing lights out, playing like the best receiver in the league right now. And their offense has been doing well. Kenneth Walker can stay healthy, man. He's a nice ass running back. And then their defense has been flying all year, making plays, creating turnovers. Can they come into Washington? And this is also a big game for the Commanders as well with Jayden Daniels. Can you look? The NFC isn't going anywhere anytime soon. This is clearly a bad conference compared to the AFC. I don't know about you last week, Dolph. Did you realize the AFC beat down the NFC 6-0?
Yeah, just mollywopped them.
And mollywopped them. All 6 games were mollywops. Like, yo. So it tells you clearly the AFC is head and shoulders better than NFC. So which means Washington, you have a chance still in the division, but you've got to win this game. This is going to be a close game. I guarantee it's going to be a close game. I'm going to go with Seattle. I think Seattle wins heartbreaking fashion to the Commanders. Give me Seattle game-winning field goal to win this one. Right. I think back and forth, both teams are in the 20s.
Right, but I think that Seattle defense will be the difference in this game, and their ability to apply pressure with just their front four going up against Jayden Daniels means that you can spy him. You can have a spy on him to limit him hurting you with his legs.
Hey, he can't run anyway because of his knee injury. He's injured, so his ability to run is kind of slowed down a little bit this year.
But he's still that threat because he's Jayden Daniels. So you got to take that into accountability, the probability of him escaping the pocket. And I just think that Seattle right now, they're the better team. Washington right now, they're kind of reeling, trying to find themselves. And what has happened to the Commanders this year, we see commonly. What has happened is you're no longer sneaking up on teams
Mm-hmm.
like last year. Last year, no one expected anything from the Commanders like they got all the way to the NFC Championship game. Now you come into the second season, Daniel's sophomore campaign, and now you have exceeding pressure on you now to be one of the top teams in the NFC, yet alone one of the top teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go from being the hunter to the hunted, it's a difference.
Difference.
And
Huge difference.
that's what the Commanders are getting. No one's gonna overlook the Commanders. You're gonna get everybody's best shot. Why? Because you're the NFC runner championship game runner ups. You're one. Look, you damn near could have won, that game, but they didn't. And I just think Seattle, that defense, when you're able to generate pressure and stop the run with your front four, that allows you defensively to be able to do so many things defensively, man.
Right. Exactly.
And Sam Darnold is proving that last year was not a fluke. Sam Darnold is 19-5, Carlos, with 47 touchdowns since the start of 2024.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even fathom this, but last year Vikings had both Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones
And Daniel Jones.
in their quarterback room. Both
Yeah.
Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones. And look at them now.
Both
'Cause
of
he-
them.
I was like, what? Damn. Talking about some bad luck, huh?
And they kept J.J. McCarthy.
And kept McCarthy, man, because that's the future, baby. That's the
Mm,
future, man.
All right, the future better be today.
Yeah. That's facts. That's facts.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Monday Night Football. Well, Dolph. Carlos, PJ, Dolph.
Uh-huh.
How you doing? Just thought I'd stop by and say hello to
That's
as the
Jerry Jones.
NFL turns, like what you guys doing over here. How you doing, PJ? Carlos, PJ, Dolph. I'm gonna just sit back and I wanna hear your thoughts on this game Monday night. Of course, you know where I stand on it. I believe that we're going to bounce back strong. Don't let last week's game performance fool you. We still got a good team, Carlos. We still have our opportunity. I'm telling you, we go do some good things. So I just sit back and listen.
Well, we got the Cardinals coming into Dallas, man. And can we say shootout again? It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout, man. Shout out to Noah King showing love. Says, hey, Carla, what's good with your brother? Yes, sir. He's stopping by.
How you doing, Noah?
Noah's in the building. Noah, hey, represent your Ride or Die squad, Noah. Shout out to the Dodgers, man. He's a huge Dodgers fan. But shout out to your Ride or Die squad. I don't care what
man.
team. I don't care what team it is. I don't care what sport. I don't care if it's high school, college, or pros. Represent
Put it
your
in the
Ride or Die
chat.
squad, Noah King. Yeah, put it in the chat, man. Who you rock for the NFL as well. But look, I think Brissett is going to be very interesting because it is not Brissett. It's not Kyler Murray. Brissett, savvy backup quarterback. And for the most part, he is not the kind of backup that's going to lose you a game.
Right.
He plays within the system, and he does it very well. I thought with Kyler Murray coming in, Dallas is so bad on defense, it kind of didn't matter who the quarterback was. Now I'm trying to talk myself into saying that Brissett is just maybe a better spot than Murray. But now I'm thinking like Murray would have had a crazy-ass game against Dallas too, though. So I don't know. Dallas, though, at home, I know this, they score 40. They score 40. Can Arizona score 41?
No.
I don't think so. Give me Dallas to win this game. I'm going to go Dallas 38. I'm going to say Arizona 28. I think Dallas gets that one or two key stops via turnover or just forcing guys to punt. And albeit it's going to be a crazy game. If you've got anyone on fantasy right now for this Cardinals team or Cowboys team, use them because it's going to be high scoring. And Dallas, I mean, they're just that bad on defense. It's embarrassing right now. I had so much confidence in the Broncos beating the crap out of the Cowboys, and and they did that because the circumstances are different. You're on the road.
Right.
You're Mile High Stadium. You ain't beat this team since '95, the good old days, right? It's like, yeah, that's not about to happen. And then backdoor, now you have this Cowboys team at home where they're a different animal.
Right.
Now you do have this Bam Knight for the Cardinals, that running back that's kind of getting better as the year goes, and then you've got pieces from the receiving core that you're not thrilled with if you're Arizona. Like Marvin Harrison could play better, Michael Wilson can get better, but these guys might have breakout games against this Cowboys defense because they ain't worth a damn. Or as my mother-in-law would say, they ain't worth a damn. They ain't worth a damn. So I'm like, Cowboys gonna win this game. It's gonna be high scoring. Because they're at home, friendly confines, and it's Monday Night Football. And Jerry is an entertainer, and he loves to entertain. I knew this season was crap for the Cowboys when I saw the schedule, dog. I
Right.
said, look at many goddamn primetime games these guys got. They on primetime about 12 times this year.
Well,
Don't make no damn sense for a team that didn't make the playoffs at all. But it's the entertainment business. They might lose, but damn it, they are very entertaining. Give me the Cowboys to win this game, though, 38-28. And Arizona still trying to find out who the hell we are.
well, Carlos.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Dolph. But I heard. I was just waiting for Carlos to give his observation on the game, and how about them Cowboys? I'm right there with you, Carlos. I believe we play better at home. It'll be rocking there today. It's a sunny day here in Dallas, and we're gonna open the roof up today, Carlos. A little brisket, a little breeze
Okay,
on in,
okay.
and
Yeah. Nice
I
little cool weather
believe,
out there.
yeah, I believe Dak's gonna bounce back today after a season low with 188 passing yards last week against the Broncos, and I don't know what happened there, but hey, this is this week. We know they have Marvin Harrison Jr., young receiver who has 55 yards in 3 of his last 4 games, including 98 against the Titans. But we're not the Titans. We're the Cowboys, baby, and
You
we're
know a
at
lot of
home,
stuff,
man.
Jerry.
I know we're giving up 258 yards a game
Mhm.
passing, Carlos, but there were
And are.
circumstances to those things, little things that the average eye doesn't see. But
Oh, okay.
today
Oh,
we'll bounce back, and I guarantee you. And I normally don't do this. I told
mhm.
Steven, I said, "Look, Steven, I'm going on here. I'm going to talk to Dolph, Carlos, and PJ. And I was wishing that damn coach was on here because I wanted to give him a piece of my damn mind.
I bet you
But
did, huh?
yeah, 'cause, that guy there sometimes, I'm sure he's a good family man, but sometimes he just rubs me the damn wrong way, Dolph. I mean, Carlos, that damn it, coach, if you're listening, I'll be here next week. Show your ass up, and yeah, and we can have a talk, man. But I'm Cowboy. So, Dolph, what about you, Dolph? Who you got? Well, Jerry, first of all, Jerry, thank you for joining us today once again. I'm riding with the boys today, Jerry. I don't think the Cardinals will have enough to stay with us today. Now, listen, Harrison and McBride, the tight end, who's one of the better tight ends in the league, we're gonna have to kind of neutralize them, take one of them away. I don't believe they should. They shouldn't be able to run the ball on us. So I'm going with the Cowboys in this one. I'm with you, Carlos. At home, I believe Dak bounces back. I believe CD and Pickens have a big day. And my guy, my tight end on my fantasy team, Ferguson, goes for 2 touchdowns. Man, I got the Cowboys 41, and I got the Cardinals 19.
41-19. Damn. Okay. I mean, I can see that. I can see that. If that means that defense is humming, that defense is getting turnovers. Yeah. So, fluky plays, we call that real
Yeah.
flukyish plays that go the Cowboys' way in this game. Well, they better bring that. They better bring that
They
because
damn well better.
I don't know,
Woo! Let's get to it.
man. I actually do not have the I do have the background music. I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's rock and roll with it, man.
Uh-oh.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
This is Cash In with Carlos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cash In with Carlos. You want to win some money right now? Hey, this is the time to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, yo, this is our running backs delight type of week. Running backs going crazy in the last couple weeks now. Let's break down how to win some money. Jonathan Taylor, right? Over, under 1.5 rush touchdowns versus the Steelers. This game is going to be very tough for Jonathan because the grass aspect. Yards are going to be there. Touchdowns, PJ, I'm going to under with Taylor. I don't think he'll get his hat trick today. He won't even get 2. He'll get a touchdown, though. He'll give you 1 rushing touchdown, maybe even a receiving, but this is rushing touchdowns. Give me under 1.5 for Jonathan Taylor. Listen to me, y'all. All right, Josh Jacobs, over, under 63.5 rushing yards versus the Panthers. Yo, I'm going with the over. I think this is how the Packers started this game, y'all. 5 running yards, rushing yards for Josh Jacobs. They will get over 63.5. He might even go for 90 and, of course, a touchdown in this game. Give me the over on Josh Jacobs. We just spoke about this damn game. Arizona taking on Dallas. Bam Knight. He has been a hot commodity over the last couple weeks now. He goes into Jerry's world. Over, under 55.5 yards rushing for the Cowboys. I'm going with the under. I think they'll be throwing the ball a lot more in this game, y'all, than you think. Bam Knight also shared a backfield with Michael Carter. I don't think he goes over 55.5 yards rushing. Give me the under for Bam Knight versus the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Pollard, those dreadful Titans, right? Under over 48.5 yards rushing versus Chargers. I'm going to go with the over. I think Tony Pollard gets the over in this game. They're going to be running and establish something. I think he goes over 48.5 yards. Chargers ranked 17th in the NFL in defense, so they don't stop a lot of folks. But I think the Titans keep it somewhat close in the game because of Pollard's ability to rush the ball. I'm going over 48.5 yards rushing. And, of course, Jahmyr Gibbs, y'all. Anytime touchdown versus the Vikings. Yo, he's minus 195. That means if you put down $100, you'll win 51. Or, don't do 10. I'll put 100 on him and win your 51 easy dollars, man. Jahmyr Gibbs will get a touchdown, maybe even 2 against Minnesota. And that is Cash In with Carlos.
And let it keep going, Carlos, and let's talk about the game of the week, baby.
Hey, let's go. Hold on. Let's go with it,
baby. Game of the week, baby. Come on in, Sports Network's Game of the Week, baby. Y'all know what it is. Oh, we start off the show saying they're back. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Chiefs Kingdom stand up, baby. Nobody circles the wagon like those Buffalo Bills, except when they play the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Will they once again defeat the Chiefs in regular season and build themselves up in a fury and go into the postseason and their fan base is built up and the analysts are built up and everybody's picking the Bills. And everybody's listening except the Kansas City Chiefs. It's kind of like those old cowboy pictures I used to watch with my grandfather. The Cowboys against the damn Indians. They got the wagon train going across the West, baby, and they circled up, and here come them damn Chiefs, man. Here come them damn Indians, man. And they just burned down the goddamn Chuck wagon, baby. And that's what's going to happen today, baby. Give me the Chiefs over the Bills today as the Chiefs send notice to the rest of the AFC and let them know we are still the bullies on the block. I'm going to Chiefs.
And I'm going to go with the Bills to win this game, and here's why. Yo, it all sets up for later on in the year when once again the Chiefs take on the Bills in the playoffs. The Bills are going to win this game, right? It's regular season. We know about how they, quote-unquote, dominate the Chiefs in the regular season, right? They'll go out there and they'll look good. They'll score about 30 points, and this will be a classic 30-27 kind of game. Give me Buffalo to win this game. But at the end of the day, will Buffalo feel very happy about this win? Of course they will. So they feel like it'll catapult them to a Super Bowl? Hell nah. But I'm going with Buffalo because Josh Allen's going to have a crazy day, and it's the regular season. And the Bills are built for this part of the season, and the Chiefs are built for after the regular season. Give me Buffalo to win this one 30-27 in a shootout.
All right. Carlos is going with the Bills. I'm going with the Chiefs, baby. And again, we want to thank our new partnership, man. Shout out to Playback TV, man. We're now in a partnership with Playback TV. Playback TV is your home for live sports. If you love the NFL and you like to watch the Red Zone, but you say, I just don't want to subscribe to the Red Zone, that's why you need to download the Playback TV app, man. It's in your favorite mobile, your favorite stores, man. Is in iOS. You go to any mobile store, your favorite app store is there, man. Download it. Find Playback TV / Come On In Sports Network. Matter of fact, that's the link in the chat. Just hit that link and you will go directly to Playback TV. Baseball season is over, but next season, when the season kicks off, you can watch it here with us on Come On In Sports Network. As our lead analyst, Mr. Carlos Clayton, will be doing Major League Baseball on his Uneducated Sports Playback TV channel, as well as the Come On In Sports Network. And yours truly, I'll be doing NBA basketball all season long on the Come On In Sports Network, as well as Carlos, Zach, 9. So we got y'all covered this season. Again, we want to thank everyone over at Playback TV for welcoming us into the family. We look forward to this partnership and growing the platform. So with that being said, family, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the most exciting segment in all of sports. Pre-game shows, that is. It's time for Straight Ballers. I had to borrow the music again, baby. Here we go. It's time for Straight Baller, baby. Who's going on Straight Ball out today in week 9 of the NFL? Carlos, DJ, your boy Dog. Once again, I looked across the landscape of the NFL and I say, where can I go to find me a baller today, baby? Where can I go? And it led me to the NFC North, baby. Minnesota taking on Detroit. And you know who I'm going with. You know who I'm going with, baby. He has 526 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns this season on 104 attempts. And he just likes playing against the Minnesota Vikings. That's right, Bruce. I'm talking about our boy, man. Jahmyr Gibbs will go totally off today once again. 2 touchdowns, 1 through the air, 1 on the ground, go over 110 yards rushing and 60 yards receiving. Jahmyr Gibbs is my straight baller of the day. Who you got, Carlos?
I had to look around, man. I said, man, who am I feeling right now? I'm with you, dog. I was searching and looking all through high waters, and I stopped in the AFC East. Not only to the Patriots, but the first place New England Patriots. I told myself I can't go with a receiver, I can't go with a running back. What I can do is go with that quarterback. Yeah, I like what Drake May is doing. He's gonna have a field day against Atlanta today at home. Give me Drake May to go up for 270 yards, 3 touchdowns in the air, 3 tutties, y'all. He might give you a rushing touchdown as well. I'm not quite sure, but he'll have a great day. I got Drake May as my straight ballin' player of the week.
All right. Hey, everybody in the chat, throw it in right quick. Let us know who your straight ball is. You got 3 minutes for me and Carlos and PJ get out of here. Again, this is As the NFL Turns. We're brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. And you can find us, baby, live this season for NFL Red Zone, for NBA basketball on Playback TV. The link is there in the chat, man. Hit that chat. Come on over, subscribe, join the Come On In Sports Network for great content like this. We got you covered all season long, baby. We're steadily growing over here at the Come On In Sports Network. And if you would like to be part of the Come On In Sports Network, just reach out to us at comeoninsportsnetwork@gmail.com, baby, and drop us a note, baby. That's all you got to do. Be part of the family. But look, baby, me and Carlos and PJ, we about to get out of here. It's about 3:25, 3:05. I got to sit through 3 hours of heartache, 3 hours of frustration. But you know what? I will have it no other way. Because unlike some of them out there, I'm a true ride or die. I'm a true black and gold, baby. From the cradle to the grave, baby. I'm rocking with my Saints. And for all you ones who have jumped ship and not claiming other teams, stay your ass over there. We get this thing straight, baby. Carlos, you got any important words for the family?
Hey, man, live life to the fullest, y'all. Thank y'all for showing love and support, man. We'll be off today, but we're coming back next week, you guys, starting on Tuesday with our NFL podcast for our Week 9 recap and Week 10 picks and predictions. Tuesdays with TJ from Uneducated Sports Talk. And, of course, a lot of NBA now, y'all, so stay tuned. So thank y'all for showing love, man.
A lot, man. Before we get out of, man, let's sing a happy birthday to our brother Samuel Wilkerson Jr., who turns 27 on the 5th, man. Damn, what's going on with you, baby? Happy birthday to you, my brother. We know it's kind of early. We got you 3 days early, baby. But listen, happy birthday to you, my brother. Continue blessings to you and your family, man. Enjoy your cake day, brother. And enjoy your day of NFL football, everyone. And remember, family, the doors are not open. So come on in, and we'll see everybody next Sunday, 10:05 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. And we out.
The Come On In Sports Network.